Excuse me. Oh God. Whimsically colored boxes flank the shattered mirror's frame. Some young girl's treasure chests, to be sure. Neat.
Bhakti!
Robot friend.
Yours?
Yeah. You're okay. I was worried. Huh?
He wanted to say goodbye.
He's not ready for the scrap heap just yet. Bit worse for wear, yeah. Nothing I can't fix. Just need to track us down some parts.
Why did Vanille, like, turn around and run away halfway through that cutscene? She just yeeted off while he was like, I can fix it. Instead of being like, thanks. I'm out. So you're telling me that robot just sat here this entire time? For however many years they were asleep. And then the second we walked up, it died. What in the...
How can it end like this?
What killed me so fast? The arms? Yeah, keep doing that just so they can't attack us.
Take this.
Oh, dude, this is genius. They can't attack. I got them stun locked.
You're open.
Victory. Wait, why is the map? Didn't I already accept that one? Or am I crazy? No, I accepted that one already. Yeah, I like this song.
Follow my lead.
These things take so long to stagger. Whee! whacked Benil.
You're gonna squirm.
Hurry up. Take that. Why, when I finally got my big weapon that does a bunch of damage, everything takes more magic damage? Not fair. I feel like there'd actually be a pretty good case for keeping one damage weapon and one magic weapon for each character. But I don't have anywhere near the upgrade materials to do that. Not strictly a weapon, this divining tool is used to interpret signs from the heavens. Stagger lock weapon again. No thank you. Please tell me that was it. Nice. I wonder how much damage Ruin Go would do. Well, I have no idea how much damage it did. Yo, last one subs. Hope you had a good week. What? I got a part from an enemy? Odd. Was not expecting that. Day's going well. Pretty excited to play Tunic later. We're giving away 2 copies of it as well. Very excited to get some other people into it because it's a game that more people need to play. Especially if you're a fan of old games, NES games. SNES games. It's right up that alley. Right up the alley of like old Zelda games. Also, I don't know why this is like boss music, but here we go, I guess. This is the original PS3 version. All of the games for Fantathon are the original North American releases. If you type !Fantathon into the chat, you can see all the versions of all the games that we're playing. This is a problem.
Everyone ready for this?
Oh my god, that actually worked.
Thank you. I'll deal with you. I'll deal with you.
Oh, no, 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 no. Wow, that fight is something else.
How can it end like this?
Do you know why the boss music's playing now? Yes. I have been made aware. Oh, it is a mark. I didn't even realize.
Take down the enemy. On your knees.
I just do this?
You're open! You're going down! Keep it. Take this! Under me!
So Ruin Gu's pretty good. I've learned that today. There's a lot of enemies. You can just spam it and win. Don't mind me, fellow lizards. Yeah, the fact that it launches them is what makes it kind of busted. They can't do anything as long as you hit them all. As long as they're all close enough together.
Thanks.
Should I just stay in Ravager, maybe? Because, like, I don't do much damage in Ravager, but I could get the percentage really high. Wait, attack is better all of a sudden? Usually it was doing Ruin. Oh, this thing is weird. It just kind of takes no damage even when it's at 800%.
This will be quick. Thank you. Let's wrap this up. You're gonna swerve.
The enemy info? Physical and magic resistance low when staggered. Yeah, but it's not. I mean, every enemy's like that. Every enemy takes more damage when it's staggered.
You're gonna swerve.
And he just kind of takes like no damage all the time.
You're gonna swerve.
No, he's immune to physical when the barrier's up. Staggering removes the barrier, but sometimes the barrier can come back up while he's still staggered. I think it's two separate things. It's just that it removes. If it's up when you stagger him, it goes away. But regardless, like, my magic damage was still doing more than my physical damage. But not by much, like they were both doing poop damage. RJP is here for Google Puppet, for Tunic. Paper Tiger. What? Greatly reduces maximum HP. Oh my god. You weren't kidding. They do super damage.
There are even more flowers even though no one's here.
RJP, thank you for the 42 months. Got the camera. Help. Thank you, man. Kill those arms.
Appreciate it. Turn the tide. Let him have it.
I'm not sure on that, Zayden. I think that's the point, is that you're not supposed to know why it exists.
Appreciate it. Let's wrap this up.
Don't ask why it happened, just appreciate the fact that it did.
I'll deal with you.
Rat for life.
Let him have it.
Thank you.
Probably should healed.
Now. I'll deal with you. Appreciate it.
Alright. What are we doing on... We got some points. We got some points. I'm gonna be running out of spots with lightning soon. In fact, I might be out right now. I'm missing a couple there. I'm missing one here. And I'm missing one here. Yo, what's going solid? What am I missing? Oh. Okay, I'm missing 3 here. So So am I actually maxed out now? I mean, not maxed, because I can go with the other routes, but that's wild to me, actually. I didn't think I would hit this early. I just kind of felt like I probably had a lot more to go. Okay, so I think I'll wait till I have a bit more CP to decide which route I want to go. Go, Fang, go. We're so close. Come on. So close. One more. Then you can start being a character again. Yeah, and we hit a double giveaway. So we're going to give away 2 copies of Tunic. I'll do the same with you. Yeah, so we did it for I think it was Indie Gauntlet, wasn't it? Didn't we do it for Hollow Month Indie Gauntlet last year? If not, it was a fan day. Well, we played a few hours of Tunic, not a ton, but a little bit. But I played it on Xbox, because that was before the PlayStation version existed, so this will be the first time playing it on PlayStation. I think I got everything. What am I broadly thinking? I'm kind of thinking doing Synergist or Saboteur for Lightning. So she has something to do while the other ones are doing that. And like I said before, it's kind of nice having the debuffs on the main characters so that you can pick the right ones. Or the buffs, rather. And for Vanille, I have no idea. Maybe... I wanted to try her as a commando so I could see how much damage her ruins would do. So maybe I'll try that, but other than that, I don't know. Because imagine I stagger an enemy and then I have 3 commandos throwing ruins at him. Wilma, I'm home. 3 of the... Oh, they're not vampires though, they're weaker. There's the damage I've been waiting for. 13k on a regular attack. How much does Ruin do to this thing? These things still take more magic damage. these things are just Helitic Hojo's brothers. They look kind of similar. I can see it. Whack, whack, whack. That whack sound effect still gets me. It's so out of place. Somebody make a Final Fantasy XIII mod where all the damage sound effects are like Tom and Jerry sound effects. Whenever you kill an enemy, it does the Tom scream. Ah. Years of rust have tightly cemented the doors of those shipping containers. If they hold cargo, they do so with an unyielding grip. This is a fuel tank, judging by the look of it, but any liquid left inside would surely have been rendered useless by now. Wow. Flame Bane. One more part, then I have to backtrack all the way to the robot.
Follow my lead. You're open. You're going down. You're open.
Well, I wanted to attack, but auto attack actually gave me Rune Gust, so. Okay, everything's dead. Great, another one of these. This railway may once have ferried people to distant destinations. Now it stands in ruin, its weather-worn cars strewn amidst the rubble. Nice. Yeah, see, so I staggered him before he put on the barrier. So now the barrier's stuck here even though he's staggered. Because it's the act of staggering him that gets rid of it. So that stagger was like useless. And also, I thought the barrier only gave him the physical damage thing, but I'm doing like no magic damage to it either. Even on the stagger. Oh man, I have no... Well, I guess that doesn't matter much. I'm using Ruin anyways. should have just...
This'll be good.
gotten rid of this.
Give it your best shot. Thank you. Let's go.
Yeah, they're a bit obnoxious. I mean, I don't know. I think I was maybe reading the numbers wrong earlier. I think that they do take way more attack than magic when the barrier's down. But still, it's not like the numbers you would expect.
Thanks.
Even when his guard's down, he's like super tanky. Thanks for reminding me, I guess. Isn't that what you're here for? Reliving old PTSD memories?
Follow my lead. You're gonna swerve.
You guys should be doing way more than 15k at a 600% stagger. It was enough though. Alright, something new for you. Merely a replica. Oh my. Never mind. This box appears to have controlled a railroad switch. Though rusted, it would likely break if forced. Thoroughly rusted, it would likely break if forced. I'm sure that's important information. I'm gonna attack and fight these things just in case they drop the last item, since apparently that can be a thing. We had a conversation about the stagger lock weapons before. I forget. We said that there was one time when it would be potentially useful. But, it's not anything you'd want to do now. Yeah, I suppose having like... I mean, I don't know, I've never really run into that problem though. So it's nothing you'd really run into throughout the game. Maybe as like, a post-game hunt would have some like really specific setup where you don't want to stagger them too early, but I haven't really run into any regular fights where that would be the case. Whenever I stagger an enemy, I'm pretty happy with when it happens. Like, I've never had the stagger bar be really high, but then been like, oh, let's not stagger him yet. And then, like, Fang jumps in and gets the stagger. Probably because I use paradigms that are just healing, so I can just switch to that. Vanille's the only one that would really stagger an enemy on accident. Fang doesn't do enough stagger damage. Right, well the stagger weapons we got before didn't look like they were stronger. Maybe those are the ones that scale really crazily or something, like that comment said. Because I had looked at the weapons. Yeah, so it has 3 more strength than this one. And way less magic. So if it scales some crazy way when you level it up to the point where it has like 100 more attack than this, then perhaps it would be worth it. But given that it only has 3 more strength normally, I just don't see it scaling to the point where it's that much better. Or it'd be worth the negative effect. Or at least, like, you know, not very positive effect. In fact, this one has the same strength. And it has a good ability. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But again, it may like randomly scale when you level it up, but from my short amount of experimentation, it didn't seem like weapons scale very drastically different. Yeah, only. I mean, you can always make the argument that you can save scum, but I just don't think that's good game design when you have to save scum to figure out what stuff does. Like, yes, you can throw all of your items into a weapon to see exactly how strong it gets, and then reset, and then do that again for every single weapon, and then decide which weapon you want. But that's just not very good game design. Like, that's not very fun to do. You can technically do that, and you could argue that that makes it fine, but I would argue that that's just, like, not a great way of doing it.
Ragnarok. Come day of wrath, O pulseless sea. Embrace thy fate, thine home to burn, that fallen souls might bear our plea to hasten the divine's return. O piteous wanderer, Ragnarok, make of this day a brave epoch. Deliver the divine, Ragnarok.
What? Sarah, how did you...
I was waiting for you to open your eyes. All the time I was asleep, I knew what was happening. I kept trying to think up a way to save Cocoon. Together.
Sarah?
You get it now. There are no gods with miracles to save us. No matter where you look. That's why we have to call one. Destroy Orphan. We'll save the world.
Stop it!
You can't do that. You love me too much. You do, don't you, Claire?
Enough already. Listen up. We are all shooting for the same goal here.
And the result of that is this.
You son of a...
You betray your Fal'Cie to chase after dreams and shadows. The world you claim to wish to protect now faces the end of days, with no hope of salvation.
I didn't think Fal'Cie had the means.
Oh, it won't be Fal'Cie who destroy her. For centuries now, Cocoon has provided generously for its human inhabitants every want and need. Coddled them, one might even say. The result being their deep-seated fear and hatred of change and all things alien. Fed, nurtured, and ready to detonate at the slightest spark. The seeds of destruction take root, even now.
What did you do to Cocoon?
I resigned, appointing Reigns as Primarch in my stead.
Reigns? He's alive?
The puppet is restrung to serve my needs, yes. Its eyes had long since turned to glass. Of course, the cavalry's eyes will see our friend as nothing more than a traitor to their cause. They'll say the Fal'Cie got to him too, or some such drivel. And imagine, when I spread word that it's Orphan tugging at his strings, what happens next?
You're gonna use the cavalry to take the thing out?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'll feign the howling of Pulsian wolves and let the fear-addled sheep slaughter themselves first. Either way, the end is at hand. But what of yourselves? Will you enjoy the festivities beside me? Or perhaps...
Reach the end here, in the land where it all began.
All those lies.
What? 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 I'm not trying to say the exposition was bad. I'm just saying I'm completely lost. I thought the whole idea was we're gonna go kill Orphan and then call the god to come back and reset everything. Why does he care if Cocoon kills itself? And why would he want to kill us? I'm completely lost. Is he just nuts? Like, I don't... I'm totally lost. I don't understand anything he just said. They literally, the last time we talked to him, he was like, you're gonna go kill Orphan. I feel like that's everything with this game, is it's explained more later. Why can I not understand anything now? I don't want to understand it later. I want to understand it now. We're 40 hours in. Like, I want to understand some things. If literally everything is explained later, what's the point? I feel like that's so much of this game is like, oh, you'll get it later. It's, I don't want to get it later. I want to get it now. This is what I should be caring. Where's my shortcut microtransaction? I'll buy it. Also, I don't even know. I don't even want to go down this path, but here we go. Why does he know Lightning's name? Is that just stupid magic? Is he just magical? Is there a reason? Why would he know her name? Because he just magically became Sarah for real. I will say... Oh, maybe it's a military thing. Yeah, okay. Maybe they had her name for... But why would he care? Why would he even remember? I thought he, like, didn't care about any humans. But he really remembers that detail? You think he remembers the name of one of his random... I mean, she was pretty high up at one point. She was going to get a promotion, but... Like... He Googled it afterwards, just so he could have this one moment where he could say her name. He asked one of his, hey, could you get her real name so that later I can have a gotcha moment? Anyways, I did like the part where Snow pushed her away. That was cool. Because I was about to be like, wow, really? He's gonna, like, fall for this? Like, are you serious? And he kind of did at first, but it's believable that, like, seeing her kind of, like, makes him go, like, whoa, like, you know. But then once he hugs her, he's like, this isn't you. And that's cool. Like, that, I'm glad they actually put enough faith in his character to be like, he knows that's not her, right? Instead of him just being stupid and be like, oh, Sarah. Yeah. Like he knew once he touched her, like, oh, this is not her, which is believable. I like that.
Destroy the world with defiance.
In the Japanese version, her name is Eclair. Did they change it in English because that would be really stupid name? That would be a really stupid name in English. That's why she tells everyone her name is Lightning, because her real name is stupid. Her real name is a donut. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that makes sense. That's still kind of a weird name, though. I kind of like the name Claire. I feel like there's been no Claires in like any Final Fantasy, has there? Is he still telling us to destroy the world, even though he's trying to kill us and just said, like, forget that plan? Did they just copy the voices from the other fight? This game really likes faces. Oh yeah, look at that damage. This is the damage I've been waiting for. Oh god.
I'll deal with you. Move on instinct.
Ow. She did it again? He did it again?
Why do you
In general, I'm not really sold on the whole concept of like, let's destroy the entire planet just to hopefully get the attention of the god to come back. Like, I feel like we need more of a concrete thing than that. Like, I kind of hate that idea. But now, I don't even know what's going on. Like, is that even the plan anymore? I'm like so lost. Well, like I said, I kind of hated that idea to begin with because I feel like the villain should have a more, you know, concrete plan than just, we're gonna destroy the world so that maybe God comes back. Like, compare that to some of the other Final Fantasy villains. Sephiroth's like, I'm gonna become a god and then use this planet as a vessel to travel to other planets and destroy other planets. Like, holy crap. You don't want that to happen. That does not sound good. Let's stop that from happening. Or like Lavos is like this ancient evil deep in the planet. Like, I don't know, I'm just not sold on the villain's concept here.
You struggle in vain.
He might be dead. Whoa. And it brings into question, like, what is the game needs to, like, build up this final encounter, you know? Like,
Move on instinct.
they build up the final encounter with Sephiroth, or they build up the final encounter with Kefka, but here it's like the final encounter is going to be Orphan. And Orphan's not even, like, the big bad, really? It's just like what's... I mean, we don't know a lot about Orphan, but it seems like it's just what we need to kill to allow the planet to be destroyed. It's not like... They're not even really talking about it as if it's this ancient evil. Almost the opposite. Like, it's the thing keeping the planet together, and if we destroy it, then Ragnarok can happen.
Follow my lead.
So yeah, it's like the power source that's keeping Ragnarok at bay. So like that's the final boss? The battery? You know, like it just doesn't hit the same as like finally fighting Sephiroth or finally fighting Kefka or Sin or, you know.
Move on instinct.
And like I don't want to say any 16 spoilers, but if you know, you know. You know, like 16 is kind of the similar idea, but they do it the right way. So yeah, I'm just not sold on the villain concept here at all. Which is probably why I don't understand anything going on. Did he just heal himself?
Try again, just keep going.
There's a fire in his laser. He keeps doing that when he's staggered, so I can't take advantage of the stagger. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to get into 16 spoilers, but 16 has a very similar concept where there's characters that are all doing the work of the big bad, but then the big bad is actually there. Instead of here, where it's like the big bad is more of a foreign concept. And we're just destroying the world to bring him in. I mean, it's not even the big bad, like... The god doesn't even... There kind of is no big bad. It's just the Fal'Cie want to reset the world, so the Fal'Cie are the big bad, I guess, but... There's no specific one. It's one thing. I just said there's a big bad. There's a bad guy in 16, guys. I know, big spoiler. But I don't think every game needs to have a singular bad guy. Like, I'm not saying every game has to be Sephiroth, but I'm just not very hyped to get to the end of the game. We're just gonna defeat a power source, like, you know, there's nothing really carrying me to where it's like, oh, I can't wait to fight the super Fal'Cie or show the god that created the planet that we can continue to live as a society of humans. Like, none of that's gonna happen. Or at least seemingly isn't gonna happen. Please heal me. Thank you. because everyone loves Days. I have no idea what that move did. Way to whiff everything. No, not again. Daniil, please. Asuna. Thank you. Come on, give me a smite. Yeah! I don't know how much damage it did, but probably a lot. Does anybody hear a rock? Speak now. Any golems in the chat? Golem check.
Just begun.
Oh, I think that's a D spell. I like how the heads on his head are constantly like chewing gum. Or singing, I'm not sure which. What's the difference between rock and stone? Stones roll. You're not a big fan of this boss design? What about fighting it twice though? Do you like it the second time better than the first time? What's up, Daniel? No. Oh my god, that really wasn't a smite. Be cool if the heads were singing the boss music. I feel like that'd be really hard to make happen, but that would be cool. One of these times I want one of these bosses to summon like a heavy metal group just to float next to us and play their boss theme while we fight them. Like just some like Final Fantasy boss is so arrogant that he's like he summons his own band to play his theme song while you're fighting him. That would be hilarious. I could see some characters doing that. I could see like Palmer doing that in the remake. He just randomly like has some soldiers like playing some guitars while you're fighting him. Play my song. Every time he does this, during the stagger. Alright, I'm gonna try to hit him with a big boy smite here. Or Scourge. Only 50k, I'm shocked. Well, I guess his percentage doesn't really go that high. Even when he's staggered, it's only like 300%. Metallica's on top of the truck. Like as it hits him, Metallica's like up there playing. Or Metallica's driving the truck. I'd just wait. Had plenty of health, so. when you take off in the rocket ship, and Sid's like, we're gonna crash into meteor, and then Cloud's like, so is this the end? And Sid's like, don't worry, I always have something prepared for these moments. He like goes over and hits the button, and instead of the escape pod opening, Metallica just comes out and starts playing. I don't know how this is gonna help us, but they do rock. What if we shoot Metallica at Meteor? Will that destroy it?
Follow my lead.
No. Oh, we're gonna lose our stagger. Oh, fine. Everything's fine. I can't wait until Fang actually gets strong. She'll actually be able to... Oh my god, please. She'll actually be able to Sentinel and, like, tank everything. Stop whiffing everything, please. Hurry up, hurry up! Aww. Can't believe he's this low and we can't finish him. Artandalus. Yeah, I feel like they just copied the dialogue from the first fight for this fight. Because he's still saying, finish your focus. But that's not, he just said die. Like, he just wants to kill us now. understand. Maybe he's lying about killing it, like he's just testing us or whatever, and he just lied about trying to kill us. Which makes absolutely no sense, but I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here. Alright, 10 million, 100,000, holy crap. Oh my god, my Crystarium expanded. Just in time, too. Alright, he's gonna explain it all to us.
The time has come. Allow me to extend my invitation. To save a people beyond salvation, there is only Ragnarok. Cocoon suffers. Release her from the pain.
What? So basically, I put Sid in charge so that I could watch Cocoon burn. And then we fight him, and then he's like, Cocoon is suffering, save it. What? Did we, were those two different characters? The guy before we fought and the guy after, were they two different characters? That's the only explanation. Now what?
So, this is the end of the rainbow, huh? Well, here's hoping the pot's full of tips on dealing with crackpot Fal'Cie.
You know, I don't remember this being here before. I guess it's new, huh?
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
What?
All right, we can do
Must be. I suppose it might be a record of what happened. You know, after we turned to crystal.
Dies of cringe. I'm sorry. That line just got me. Like, after all this confusion, the fact that we just walked through the desolate wasteland that used to be their home, everything's destroyed, covered in snow, ancient history. We're literally shocked that the robot that used to be Vanille's friend is still alive. So we're shocked at the fact that there's even a single piece of their old life still here. And then we walk up to the stone and Fang is like, I don't remember this being here. Do you see where we are? Do you see what has happened? What do you mean? This is the one thing that seems a bit out of place? What
was that line?
What are you talking about?
Cocoon. where the slaves of Lindsay dwell, is the enemy of all life fostered by Pulse's sacred hand. So our Fal'Cie determined Pulse's will, chose l'Cie, and gave them a focus. Become Ragnarok and bring about the end of Cocoon.
Okay, this is the 9th time you've told us
And
this.
so the beast arose, defeated Lindsay's hateful Fal'Cie, and prepared to tear Cocoon apart. But her providence betrayed our l'Cie, draining Ragnarok of strength. Their focus only half complete, the l'Cie were taken to the enemy's land by Bartandalus, curse his name. And the goddess said, l'Cie who rest upon Cocoon will reawaken, however long they may wait. And Ragnarok will rise again, to tear the land from its seat in the sky. Her word is absolute.
Guess the jig is up.
Cocoon's done for, isn't it?
What
Hey,
jig
don't
is...
sweat it. If we go ahead and smash Cocoon, you know some makers sure to roll up and save the day.
As long as Fal'Cie are around, this fight is never gonna end. So let's finish it. Let's get Daisley.
So what do we do about Orphan?
We help Orphan. What else can we do? If we can manage to keep it safe,
Another war breaks out somewhere down the road. We're l'Cie. It's not like we can make people stop fighting.
Lightning, you told me on Cocoon. It's not a question of can or can't. We just do it. That's our only choice this time. Maybe it won't do much. Maybe only one person will listen to us. But even then, isn't trying better than doing nothing?
Because ripples can make waves.
Okay, kids have gone crazy.
revolutionaries always get cold crazy.
When I was on Cocoon, I wished on those fireworks. I wished to not let anything happen to Cocoon this time. But I shouldn't have wished for that. Wishes aren't enough. Prayers either. This time I'm making a promise. I will keep Cocoon safe. I promise, no matter what.
I guess it takes losing everything to make you see how much you have to fight for. Huh.
And we're the only ones who can do it, right?
Right.
Yep.
All right then. Let's tie up loose ends.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm still confused. Okay, at first I was like, what is Hope talking about? They're trying to figure out how to do the thing. And Hope is just like, it's not a question of how hard it's going to be, you just got to do it. And I'm like, that's not the question. The question is, how do we do it? But I kind of get what he was saying, because she said, if we defeat Orphan, or if we keep Orphan safe, then there's just going to be more fighting. So he was saying, like, we could try to talk them into not fighting. If we try hard enough, maybe it'll work. So, like, okay, I get that. I was going to say, like, that was stupid, but I kind of get it now. He was saying more like, on the point of trying to get people not to fight. It seems impossible, but we have to try. It's like, okay, whatever. I still don't understand how every single time we bring up this conversation of like, well, Cocoon's doomed, someone just says like, well, let's try, and then that somehow solves the problem. Like, I don't really know if our party, I don't know when our party decided to save Cocoon, because at some point they were like, either we destroy Cocoon or we die. So we're hopeless. So we might as well just give up. And then they're like, well, let's go to Grand Pulse to see if we can remove our brand. And then that'll fix everything. Because then we can save Cocoon and we won't turn into monsters. And then that didn't happen. But now we're just okay saving Cocoon anyways? Like, when did our party decide it's okay for us to become monsters? I guess, is my question. Like, they didn't... There was no, like, moment where they were like, you know what? I'm willing to save Cocoon even if it means I turn into a zombie. Like, that never really happened. They're just deciding now we're going to save Cocoon, but there really was no dialogue on, like... Like, you would think Saz would say something, like, but then we're going to turn into a zombie. Because every time they said something about saving Cocoon, Saz would pipe up and be like, but then we're going to turn into zombies. But he didn't. We just kind of stopped doing that now. Like, we're just okay with it, I guess, now. But we never really had that discussion. So I'm confused. But I'm also confused on how going to Cocoon even solves anything. So, whatever. I'm lost. I'm just completely lost on what we're doing now. So what was the point of this anyways? This just told us what we already knew? I mean, it said that Barthandelus was the one that brought the l'Cie, I guess those two back? But then they didn't say anything about that. Like, they didn't... I'm so lost. It said that Barthandelus was the one that brought them back. And then Saz said, the jig is up, which what does that mean? And then they just went on with their regular conversation. Like, we never discussed what the stone said. What did the stone say? What is that? How does that affect anything? Was that just for us? Was that just for our entertainment? Like, I don't understand. Can I get back? Yeah, I can. Man. I can't wait to spend that 100,000 CP, and we have new Crystarium now. I'm really hoping that some of this is explained when we go back, but even then, I don't think it's right for us to be lost for this long. You know? But whatever. Alright, that's going to be it for Final Fantasy XIII today. You know, in general, I like that we're continuing and, like, going forward, but I don't know what's happened to the script, man. The script has totally lost the plot. Like, I think once we understand everything, it'll be fine. And I think, like, a repeat playthrough, when you understand everything, would go a lot better. But the script itself, like, what has happened? Why are people just saying random things? Why is all emotion gone and we're just regurgitating the same stuff over and over? You know, where are the character moments? Where are the... You know, we set up all this great stuff with this party and how we all kind of have different objectives, but we're all trying to save ourselves, and then it just kind of all went to, well, let's just go save Cocoon. Like, there's no... You know, where's my moment where they all decide... Like, if there was a moment where they all decided, you know, screw us, we're gonna do the bigger thing that's better, then it'd be one thing, but just the dialogue is, like, so bad that the dialogue through that whole dungeon was just terrible. They just kept repeating the same stuff, and then Barthandelus is like, screw Cocoon, I hate Cocoon, I can't wait to watch all of Cocoon's people die, it's gonna be hilarious, and then we beat him, and then he was like, so go save Cocoon. Like, what? The time is now, go save. Like, what was that? I'm so lost on him. And the characters just don't seem to care anymore. They're just, alright, we'll go save Cocoon. They don't care about their own lives anymore. They don't care about... Saz is talking about the jig is up, and I don't even know what the jig is. What? I don't know. The dialogue has truly jumped the shark. I really don't know what happened. The writing, I felt like, was pretty good up to this point. Like, I feel like there were some lines that were silly, but in general, I felt like the dialogue was at least well written for the most part. Like, the plot was the problem, not the dialogue. The plot was convoluted and difficult to understand, and the characters were really unlikable at the start. But that was more of a plot issue, not the actual dialogue itself. The actual dialogue itself was for the most part fine. But now, I feel like if I understood the plot, it wouldn't be half bad because stuff is actually happening and I'm interested in, like, some of the plot. But the dialogue has gotten terrible. Just really bad. Really bad. Just bad. Like, none of it's interesting. All of it's just regurgitating the same stuff. And some of it just makes absolutely no sense at all. So that's really a shame. Because I really wanted to say, like, a repeat playthrough where you understood everything, and this would be like a banger story. But now I just feel like the dialogue's really fallen off. I hope it's better when we go back to Cocoon. I hope we have some character moments. I hope we have some real plot development that makes sense. I hope that the characters are saying lines that aren't just completely out of left field and nonsense for no reason. I hope so. You know, I hope this was just a small bump in the road. In terms of the combat and stuff, it's still fun. That boss fight was kind of lame. That boss fight was literally Barthandelus again, but worse. Because the first Barthandelus fight had the thing with the multiple heads, and you could target the multiple heads and stuff. That was the same exact fight, but there were no heads. You only had one target. So that was just a worse version of a previous boss fight. I don't understand what the point of that was. Why wasn't there like a... If Barthandelus can change into things, he can change into Sarah, he can change into a big head monster, why can't he change into a different head monster? Why was it just the same head monster? Like, that was really lame. The hunts, though, were fun. There was that one hunt in particular that I liked a lot. Well, I did like it. I liked the guy with the barrier until I realized that was just a regular enemy anyways, and then it wasn't as exciting. I thought that was a special hunt that had a special gimmick, and I was like, oh, that was really cool, but that's just what that enemy always does, so I guess it wasn't that cool. I am, however, excited for the Crystarium expansion and how I'm going to spend all these CP points, so... and we finally got a weapon upgrade that I'm kind of excited about, so... Overall, fun day. Man, the dialogue has gotten bad, and the plot has gotten even more convoluted, but hopefully it all comes around next week. Thanks again so much for watching Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. We're going to move on to Indie Gauntlet, but before we do that, we got to say goodbye to YouTube. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy. Continue to leave your comments about how you feel about the story, for or against. I love to hear both sides. And I'd love to hear what you have to say about the dialogue itself. Like, again, I think the plot, maybe it's just we're confused because it's our first playthrough, but like a repeated playthrough when you have more context, it might hit a lot better. But what do you think about the dialogue in this section? Because I really think it was bad, but I would like to hear your opinions on it. And we'll see you in the next episodes of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. Peace.